Hi everyone, today we're doing a room on Tryhackme called Source. It's been released a while ago, but I just wanted to give this one a go and I really enjoyed it. So to start off with, we're going to copy the IP address, and I'm going to use a Rust scan. You can just use nmap-a, but this will just be a quicker version of nmap. It just does an aggressive scan in nmap, so you can just put in nmap, the IP address, and -a. That's all that it does. So we can see we have a port on 10,000, which is very unusual. We can just open it and see what happens. So I'll put it in the IP address and we can see we're getting it wants us to do it in SSL, which is HTTPS. Right now we're doing it in HTTP, which is not what I want, so let's put that in like that. We're getting an error, well, a warning saying potential security risk. Let's just go on advanced and click continue, accept risk and continue. So we can see we're getting up to we can see it says webmin, which is kind of interesting. Could be a giveaway of something. So we can see that there's a thing called webmin. We don't know what versions it is or whatever. And my Rust scan's taken a while, so instead we could just be using curl. And I can't remember the syntax for the header. I want to get the header request. So it's curl-I. All this will do will show me maybe the service version of this server. So we're just gonna grab this and grab the header so we can see blah blah blah. I think it's insecure. So it's complaining about the fact that it's not secure at all. So I'm just gonna ask GPT to fix this. So I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm gonna open up Mr. GPT and tell it to fix this for me. I'm pretty sure it's a tag for insecure or something, but I can't remember it. So I'm just gonna put this in, and hopefully it doesn't tell me to log in. So actually, I'm just gonna reload this page. It's taking a little while. Put this in. Why error? How to bypass? Just try to bypass this error. So it's pretty much complaining about the HTTPS, how to bypass it. It's k-I what I was missing. So that's what we wanted, so let's just do this again. I don't know if -k was... No, it doesn't even really talk about -k, which is kind of a bit annoying, but it doesn't matter. Let's just enter that. And if you go at the top, we should get a version. We get the version here, so we can just... We got the version, we can look at our Rust scan. It's hopefully done by now. If we look at Rust scan, we can see port 1000, and it tells us a version as well. So that was just that mine took me a while, so I just used curl originally because I overlooked it at Rust and I didn't notice this at all. I just looked past it, so I didn't give me the service version, so I just did curl. It does exactly the same thing as this would have told me here, but I did curl. It could be a bit more sneaky than if you didn't do an nmap scan and you knew something was running on this port. So we can see we get some CVEs. We get remote code execution, which is a pretty bad vulnerability. So this is the one I used. It was the first one I saw, and it was on GitHub as well, so I could probably download the code. And before you download the script, you kind of want to have at least a good look at it, just in case there's any viruses or anything. But for this, it just seems pretty okay. So we're just gonna copy this. I think this was the exploit that I used, or it might have been a different one. So if we're just gonna do hyphen and actually we need to see what that was. So what was that called? Actually, was it even downloaded? Let's just download it again. So yeah, I must be blind. Actually, yeah, it's right there. I'm still blind. So we can just do Python webmin exploit. No such file. Webmin exploit. Can't open that. Actually, let's just do that. So let's nano this and see why is it complaining. Actually, there's nothing in here. Bit weird. Let's remove this. No such directory. A bit weird. So if I do ls again, remove webmin. Let's remove that. And let's do Python free web admin exploit. Oh, there it is. That's it working now, which is good. So let's do that. That's the IP. This is the IP address of your your vulnerable box that you're going to be breaking into. The port is 1000, and if you do ID, we should get root. We can see where we are root, so we can just get cat. So let's just do cat root.root.txt, and we can see. Actually, I know why. We need to put this in quotes. I think that's why it's complaining. Do that. Yeah, there's the root flag, and if you don't know where the user flag is, all we need to do is find out who the user is. So if we do etc password, which is where all the passwords are, well, all the users are stored. So we can see we get a user called dark. With this assumption, we could just guess that the home user is dark. So if we do home user dark, and I think it's user.txt. If we do that, we get the user flag as well. So that's just pretty much a room done. That's both flags compromised. It's a very quick room. I think it even says here that it'll only take you 45 minutes if you're a complete beginner, but if you know a thing or two, you'll be able to get done within 15.